Warning, this video is intended for adults 21 and over and is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not promote the sale, use, or underage consumption of tobacco or any regulated product. If you are not of legal age to view content related to tobacco in your jurisdiction, please exit this video now. Enjoy the show. What's up, family? LeeMack912. Good afternoon to y'all. Hey, last week on the Real Smoke podcast, we had a real touching moment. It was almost at the end of my time there on the show, and we had a moment that just kind of came out of nowhere. Charles had 10 questions, Charles and Mick. 10 questions for the kid, and it was like, all right, I'm gonna answer this. You know, what's your superpower? What device do you get? It was real good questions. And then all of a sudden, this one came out of left field. Well, really, the question wasn't out of left field. The response was. Had a lot of folks calling me up, say, yo, man, what was you doing? You had me grabbing for my damn Tito tissue. Good message. So I just want to share this with y'all. Y'all enjoy. Hey, thanks again. And if you haven't already checked out the Real Smoke podcast with Mick and Charles, go on over there and check them out.
All right. So my last question is, through your entire life experience, whether it's been you talk about your mom on the podcast, you talk about your grandma on the podcast, or on your shows, and you talk about the friends that you've met along the way. When you talk about all these people, what is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
Oh, I got that already. My grandmother, she said, baby, be nice to people. She said, because one day you might get old and you might need a drink of water. That's a deep statement.
Yeah, it is.
You might not understand it. And I didn't understand it when I was young, but I understand that. She said, be nice to people, because one day you might get old and all you want is a drink of water and you need somebody to come bring you a glass of water. My grandmother was a great lady. I love.
Brother, as somebody who spent a year and a half, 2 years, right at 2 years, homeless, living in the back of his car, somebody who didn't have a dollar to his name or a safe place to eat or sleep. Someday, you may need just a drink of water. You may need a slice of bread. You may need a pillow. And man, yeah, that 100%,
that's the deepest statement we've ever gotten, man. That's amazing.
That hits me hard right there.
My grandmother was a great lady, and she made a lot out of a little bit of nothing. And we would have dinners at my grandmother's house, and everybody would come, and the house would be so full of people, and everybody got to eat, and we talked and we laughed and we had a good time. My grandmother never had a lot of money, but she always made you feel welcome. I could always go to my grandmother's house and get something to eat. Always. She used to have a saying. Her saying was, it's nice to be nice. I miss her more than anybody could know. I love my grandmother.